So, Coach, obviously this is a big week. What's kind of the atmosphere and the attitude been like around the team?
Well, I mean, they're excited about getting a chance to play another football game, and obviously it's a cross-state rivalry. So they're prepared. They're going to continue to prepare and be focused. And with school out, they got a little extra time to make sure they're locked in even more with their film study and knowing their opponent.
You know, obviously Thanksgiving's around, and guys who are out of state, and I don't think anyone here is from Pullman, but you sense that people are missing home around this time, or kind of wishing they're home for the holidays?
I think you always miss home, and it's no different than when you're out on a bowl game. Sometimes you're away for Christmas, and that's part of college football. It's part about being part of a successful football program is you understand that, and a lot of the families, they understand that. They'll be in town for the game, and they'll find ways to celebrate. And no different than my family, we just celebrated at a different time, both Thanksgiving and Christmas. But they're amongst family here, and that's the great thing about Pullman, is that the guys are so close that they feel connected with each other. Of course, we'll have a football family dinner for Thanksgiving, and then we got to make sure that we're ready to go for the football game.
Obviously Apple Cup hasn't gone the Cougars' way the past couple years. Is you guys doing anything differently this year? Maybe taking a different approach, whether that be mental or just the approach to the games. Anything different this year?
No, Coach Clay always says it. Last year has no bearing on this year, and as the team that prepares the best and knows their opponent and knows their assignments, will have a chance to win the football game. And so that's what our approach has been, and that's what our approach will continue to be, is preparing for the game and knowing our plays, knowing what we need to do, and then making sure we do good on our film study to know what the opponent's going to try to do to us as well.
Mm-hmm. Coach, Logan Tago, throughout his career, he's had certainly his ups and downs, and you haven't been here for all of it, but what has it been like to see him kind of overcome some of those downs and really perform at such a high level this season?
Well, I think that's what college football is all about. That's what college is all about, and people make mistakes, and when they get another opportunity, they make good on it, and I think that's what he's been able to do, and he's been able to connect in the community and do very good things, and he's matured. He understands that, and as he gets ready to transition himself out into the real world, and that's what college athletics does. I think football teaches life lessons, and it teaches each and every one of them life lessons, no matter where they come from and what issues that they run up against.
Do you think maybe in his senior year there's been a higher sense of urgency, or maybe a sharper focus this year?
Oh, without a doubt, and I think that's what you want to see out of your senior group is they understand that it's their last go around, and they understand that what they do this year will be their legacy that they leave for the next generation coming in, and the younger guys coming up, and he wants to, he loves Coug football, and he wants to make sure that he leaves a good lasting mark on it, as far as being a great person and a great football player, and a guy that works hard at it all the time.
Last week, Amir Crowder got in the game. I think it was his first time. You can correct me if I'm wrong there, but how important is it for him to get some time? Obviously, he's going to be needed in the future.
Right, no question. And with the new rule where the freshman or a player can get 4 games in and still get redshirted, we've been fortunate health-wise to be able to hold him out, but he's traveled to just about every one of the games, just preparing him for this moment now. And so he got a chance to play last week, and he'll get a chance to play this upcoming week and games in the future. But it kind of gives him a little bit of a taste, and of college football, and gives us an idea of what he's going to need to work on during the offseason to get him ready to go for next season.
And along with Amir, who are some of the other younger defensive linemen maybe who didn't get into play but have really impressed you kind of in the day-to-day grind at practice, stuff like that?
R.J. Stone, he's a very talented young man. He got in for a couple of snaps last week, and he's going to be a really good pass rusher at the rush position for Coach Brock, and coming off the edge and putting some pressure on the quarterback. And when you've got Dom and you've got Will Taylor already there, those are two great guys to learn underneath, and then you got 3 of those guys that are be ready to go. Keep legs fresh, and running after the quarterback will be pretty good for them.
All right.